The reason I'm here at SAS and my love for SAS is because of Dr. C.
I would say it's only because of him that I was able to land a job here. If not for him, I would say I would be still searching for a job maybe.
I would describe Dr. Chakraborty as passionate, dynamic.
He's a force. He's a big force of inspiration.
C is very motivating and engaging as a professor.
Dynamic personality and full of energy.
He looked like a person who's like in mid-20s or 30s. He has so much of energy in him.
He has always been a great mentor to not just me, but all of his hundreds of students that graduated from his program.
He goes an extra mile for his students, whether it be inside classroom or outside.
So to me, Dr. Chakraborty represents what a teacher should be like and a leader should be like. And if all of us can learn from him and apply that passion and compassion towards others in our career paths, we'll make a wonderful world.
Please welcome the 2018 SAS Global Forum Chair, Gautam Chakraborty.
Wow, I'm extremely humbled. Thank you. It's great to hear such nice words from some of my former students who now work at SAS. Yes, they do. I want to talk to you about passion. Passion, it's something we all have at the core of our being. Passion defines us. Passion starts at a young age. Passion is fueled by our desire to understand the world around us. Passion is what makes us unique. Passion is what pushes us to do things that we would never do otherwise, to be that extraordinary. That's what passion is. It may come as no surprise to you that my passion is in education and learning. I'll tell you a story. My parents, they were refugees from Bangladesh, formerly known as East Pakistan. That's where my parents are from. I grew up in a squatters' colony. We didn't have money, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter a darn bit that we didn't have money, because my parents never compromised on the importance of education. They believed that learning is something that no one can take away from you. No one. My parents indulged the love for education. And education stimulated my passion for learning. As a young adult, I started out as a mechanical engineer. What did I know? I didn't know, but mechanical engineer. Why? I don't know. But despite all those, okay? Despite all those technical knowledge, I realized that I don't really understand business. I didn't have the business acumen. My mentor at that point, a supervisor at the company I was working for, he encouraged me to expand my thinking. He urged me to get an MBA. Okay, so I did that. Did that and started working as a marketer. I got bored after a while because my yearning for learning was still pushing me. So I started on an intellectual journey that led me to the United States and down an unexpected but a very fulfilling career path. I came to University of Iowa. I was pursuing a PhD in marketing and a master's in applied statistics. There, a group of professors introduced me to the power of analytics. In fact, I'm delighted that my mentor from Iowa is here, Dr. Gary Gatt. Please stand, Gary. Gary, you are one of my biggest advocates. You always have been. You challenge me to be open to learning new practices. You taught me the power of beautiful SAS macros. I'm telling you, I did not know this before. Macros are beautiful. You taught me that. You taught me that. Gary, I'm so lucky to have you in my life as my mentor and my best friend. Thank you, Gary. And for everybody else in the audience, I hope you get a mentor as Gary, somebody like Gary, or you become a mentor like Gary. Because there are plenty of young folks around here who needs mentoring. Help them. Help them. So I started using SAS in 1986. And you're going to laugh, but the first proc that I had to learn, version 5 of SAS, those humongous manuals that we used to have, was proc logistic, because I was working on a logistic regression problem with a professor. So I started using proc logistic. And I published that paper in 1987 at the American Marketing Association. And that ignited my passion for analytics. Now, as a professor at Oklahoma State University, I am really amazed at how my students look at the world. They look at the world from so many different perspectives. Some of them are getting ready to join the workforce. Others, like what you heard from some of my former students, have been working for a while. But regardless of where they are on their educational journey, they have a sense of wonder and a passion for learning. I hope I have instilled a passion for learning and education in my own children, Devin and Yed. I hope you have the courage to pursue education and careers that interest you, just like the way I hope my parents interested me to pursue the career that I wanted. It is my belief that when education and business join forces, that's when we can have an extraordinary impact on the world. For example, just a while ago, we were at the Academic Summit. Anybody here was the Academic Summit? Yes? Yo-ho! Come on, you can be louder than that. It's all right. I'm sure you heard Temple Grandings. But what you may not have realized, at the Academic Summit, we also had industry leaders and academics who came together to talk about collaboration, because that's where we get the power. We must continue to create opportunities like this to bring academia and industry together. Here at SAS Global Forum, our academic program provides lots of special sessions for our students, professors, and industry professionals. From resume building to talent discovery, we have created an environment rich with possibilities. Building on that momentum, I am very excited to announce that we have embarked on a new partnership with an international academic journal. The SAS Global Forum team has worked with Model-Assisted Statistics, an application journal, to publish selected proceedings in a special issue. My very special thanks goes to Jennifer Waller and Tyler Smith for being co-editors in this issue. I would like to ask Jennifer to share a little more about this great opportunity. Jennifer, please stand.
Good evening, everyone. We did partner with NASA, and the process was we offered the opportunity to anybody who submitted, contributed, or invited content to the conference to be selected for potential publication in the journal. They checked a little box and said, I'm interested. And then after they were peer reviewed, the papers were sent to us, and we, Tyler and I, Tyler's from National University and I'm from Augusta University on separate sides of the United States. But we culled through those, selected those that we felt warranted further development, and we invited them to submit to the journal. Right now, we're in the midst of double-blind review, and we do expect to have these papers published for you in the fourth quarter of 2018.
Thank you, Jennifer. It's such an honor to be published in a journal, and I'm delighted that we could make that happen. We could make it a reality for some of the SAS users this year. And I hope for many of the other SAS users would continue to take advantage of this next year and years to come. Over the next 3 days, you will see examples of how data improves our lives, like the Data for Good initiative you just heard from Susan Ellis tonight. You will meet people from around the world that you never expected to connect with, from first-time conference attendees to those who are seasoned SAS professionals. I have a challenge for you. I really do. I have a challenge for you. I'll give you a prize. No, I'm just kidding. But I have a challenge for you. It's a challenge that you ought to take. This challenge is about increasing your personal network by meeting new attendees. And I'm going to ask you this challenge. 5 new attendees who have never been to the conference before, and 5 seasoned professionals. Each one of you ought to do this. Do this for yourself. Do this for those newcomers. Do this for learning from those experienced SAS professionals. Take to heart what you learn from them. Be inspired by each other's ideas. Take this opportunity to discover what sparks your passion. Maybe it's through a training. We have lots of training courses. Or maybe it's through the Learning Lab. We have all SAS courses put in the Learning Lab for you. Maybe it's a conversation with a SAS expert in the quad. Maybe it's just building an education kit for those STEM kids at the charity activity. Maybe that inspires you. Hey, if you want to have some fun, maybe it's the fun that you have at the kickback party. It's okay to have fun. Just because we are nerds doesn't mean we can't have fun. Who said that? I don't know. But here it is. Whatever it is, seize that moment. Seize that moment and then follow your passion. You do that, you'll do great. I know you'll do great. I'd like to thank 4 different groups. This is a big conference. It takes a lot of effort and a lot of energy. So first group that I'd like to thank is our conference sponsors, both the corporate as well as the academic sponsors. Thank you for your support of Global Forum. I'm also grateful for the tremendous support that I have received from the big SAS team. Most of them work behind. You don't see them. Some of them are here tonight. But they're, as we speak, they're still working in the backstage and elsewhere. This conference is a year-long commitment from everyone in SAS, from executives down to everyone. Every one of you has exceeded my expectation and allowed me to share my passion for analytics with the bigger SAS community and the user. So thank you, SAS. You have done it. I'd also like to thank SAS Global User Group Executive Board for their support and guidance. May I please have the Executive Board stand up and be recognized? Executive Board, please. Please stand up and be recognized. You provided us guidance and support throughout the last year. Thank you. I would also like to thank our very dedicated team of volunteers. These are the folks who have given up countless hours. These are the folks whose families sometimes didn't see them because they were busy putting together this wonderful content and many, many other things that is going on here. It definitely takes a village to get this put together. My sincere thanks and appreciation to my content advisory team leads and the content delivery team leads. Would you guys please stand up and be recognized? CAT and CDT team leads, please. I'd like to call on a few of these dedicated volunteer team members to highlight a handful of features presentation from a host of great presentations that we have. To begin with, I'd like to ask Jennifer Presley. Jennifer, would you please stand up and talk about a presentation?
Are you ready for some football?
Woohoo!
So, we have a great presentation coming up on Tuesday morning from 10 to 11 in room 207. It's an analysis of Monday Night Football viewership by Jeff Olam and Gary Gaith, both professors at the University of Iowa. It's a session not to be missed. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. Sounds like an interesting topic, especially since, if you haven't paid attention, Wednesday morning keynote is the legendary Peyton Manning, guys. So this should lead right into there. Now, I'd like to ask Deanna Schreiber to share with us a presentation that she is looking forward to. Deanna, would you please stand?
Thank you so much. One of our featured speakers is Bill Schmarzo. He is a well-known author of multiple books on big data. He was recently ranked as the 6th most influential person in digital transformation and analysis, and is the CTO of Hitachi Ventura. Bill is presenting Determining the Economic Value of Your Data on Tuesday afternoon from 1 to 2 in room 207. I know I'm going to be there. I hope to see all of you there as well.
Thank you, Deanna. You know, that sounds like a great topic. I know in this forum we have two distinct sets, users as well as executives. I have heard Bill before. I guarantee you, both the executives and the users, you're going to love him. Now, Lisa Mendez, would you please share with us one of your favorite talks? Lisa.
Good evening. So Professor Lee Manzer from Oklahoma State University is one of the most well-known speakers about topics such as building relationships, leadership, and service quality. Lee has helped countless organizations and businesses in these areas. He uses humor and storytelling to illustrate how even small changes can have a major impact on work and life. His talk, The Game is Played Away from the Ball, is scheduled on, everybody write this down, just kidding, Tuesday from 2:30 to 3:30 p.m. in room 210.
Thank you, Lisa. You know, we all could do with improving our relationship quality. I know that for sure. And we all could do learning how to provide better service quality to our stakeholders. So I'm surely looking forward to Lee Manzer's talk about this. Now, Stephanie Thompson, would you please share with us a featured presentation of your choice? Stephanie?
Thank you. Doug Cutting is famous for creating a small piece of data technology called Hadoop. Doug's son's toy elephant is now synonymous with big data. Doug will be talking about data journeys and how organizations need to evolve to continue to be successful. I've added Doug's presentation on Monday morning at 10:30 in room 203 to my agenda in the app, and I hope you will do the same. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephanie. I am excited to hear from Doug. He is the father of Hadoop, guys. I'm surely looking forward to his take on where we stand on this. I believe we are doing something very important for the future. At SAS Global Forum, we are continuing to build on a foundation for greater opportunities. Joining me now on stage are over 100 of my current students and alumni. They represent our future. I have a message for them and to each one of you. And that message is what I started this talk with. Follow your passion. Follow your passion, it will inspire you. Embrace curiosity. Never, never stop asking questions. Even if your dad says, don't ask me too many questions. But, and expand your knowledge, because learning can lead to extraordinary discoveries. This, my friends, is what brings us together. And this makes me excited for what the future holds. They don't realize this, but they're also my surrogate children. Yes, they are. They may not be my biological children, but I care for them as much as I care for even my own children. I am proud to have had a hand in creating the next generation of SAS users. Data scientists, programmers, analytics professional, future business leaders, name it whatever you want. But they are the future, and they are the one that will drive us forward. Thank you for being my students and my alums.